You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, my goodness, Black and White Sports fans, this is a rather interesting turn of events in Arizona because, in case you didn't know, Kyler Murray has been on the PUP list. Of course, he blew out his knee, and he's been waiting to come back, and he is eligible to come off on Monday. Well, guess what? He will not come off the PUP list. It seems like the Arizona Cardinals may want to see what they have with one Joshua Dobbs. Now, in case you haven't noticed, and I'm the first to admit I was completely wrong as of right now, Jonathan Gannon looks like he might be able to coach a little bit. Bad speeches in meeting rooms aside, there's something about this team, and they are not nearly as bad as people around the league, including myself, thought. Now, in case you're wondering, why would they want to do this? Well, number one, if they were to lose out, it would put them in the Caleb Williams, of course, Drake May, and potentially the Shadur Sanders sweepstakes. This is a very, very deep NFL draft. A lot of people believe it will be the deepest draft in NFL history. So, a lot of quarterbacks coming out, and Kyler Murray has, without a doubt, one of the worst contracts in the history of the NFL with a guy that his work ethic was questioned when he signed the contract. There was a clause in there about his work ethic. Of course, the Cardinals were called racist. They had to remove the clause, but there was a reason why they included that clause. Let's get to this news, and it is breaking news from Adam Schefter. Very interesting. It looks like, and I have a feeling, Kyler Murray is done in Arizona. I just think that's where we're headed. Question is, who in the world is going to take that salary? I don't know. Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray is not expected to come off of the physically unable to perform list when he becomes eligible Monday and still is considered weeks away from playing, league sources told ESPN. Now, I heard just about a month ago that there was a very good chance he would not come back this season at all. Murray has practiced since tearing an ACL in December against the New England Patriots. The former number one overall draft selection wants and plans to return this season, but he is slowly ramping up his comeback in an attempt to rejoin the Cardinals, sources told ESPN. Quote, "It just doesn't feel like Murray's return is imminent," a Cardinals source said. The rules that govern activation from the PUP list also make it seem logical that it will be late October at the earliest before Murray returns to action. So you just have to wonder right there. Let's say the Cardinals are a game under 500 or around 500. Joshua Dobbs is playing pretty well. Do you really believe he's going to come back? I just have a feeling he will not. Even if they're in complete tank mode, why come back and run the risk of winning some meaningless games later in the year? And there's something odd about Josh Dobbs. He flashed it with the Titans last year, I think. They want to see if they got a potential, I think, Geno Smith situation too. I think Geno kind of raised a lot of eyebrows last year. After a player has missed 4 games on the PUP list, his team has a 5-week period during which he's allowed the allowed injured player to resume practicing. Once the player starts practicing, the team has 3 weeks to decide whether to activate him to the 53-man roster. If the player never returns to practice or returns but isn't healthy enough to rejoin the active roster by the end of those deadlines, he must remain on the PUP list for the entire season. For now, Murray would like to return Sources say he likes the direction of the team and the offense as well as the energy that new head coach Jonathan Gannon has brought, but he is still recovering and needs to start practicing. Without Murray, the Cardinals have relied on Joshua Dobbs, whom they acquired shortly before the start of the season in a trade with the Cleveland Browns. Dobbs has brought a belief and energy to the Cardinals that has kept them in every game and left them in position to upset the Dallas Cowboys. Dobbs is also yet to throw an interception while providing valued leadership. If they like him as a leader and he can take care of the ball, that's really two good places to start at quarterback. But if and when Murray is ready, Dobbs' time as a Cardinals starter would likely come to an end. You know what? Gannon runs a risk of losing this team, okay, because they've got an offensive lineman that's been critical of Kyler Murray. Patrick Peterson, former GM Steve Keim, has been critical of him. There's questions at leadership when it comes to Kyler Murray, and I just wonder, do you run the risk? What if this team is winning? What if this team is actually in the 7th playoff spot? Do you want to lose your team if it's going that well? I don't know. Gannon indicated earlier this month that the Cardinals would be cautious with Murray's return, saying that he is not in a hurry to activate the Heisman Trophy winner as soon as he is eligible. Quote, "We would love to have him out there." Gannon said on September 22nd, "He's itching to be back, but we'll take that one day at a time." And we know good and well that's good coaches talk. That's coaches speak right there for, let's see how it's going and what we ultimately decide to do. I think everybody believes the Cardinals are going to take a quarterback in the first round of the NFL draft. Now, that was when everybody felt like they were going to be the runaway worst team in the league. Keep in mind two things when it comes to Kyler Murray. He actually ran coaches off during the offseason. Sean Payton turned away from the job. That may look good or bad. I still think that Broncos outcome is a major outlier, but okay. Sean Payton turned away from the job. DeMeco Ryans turned away from the job. Why? Behind the scenes, they didn't want anything to do with Kyler Murray and the contract that comes with the little quarterback. He's small. Word has it around the league that half of the NFL teams in the league would not even consider him. Why? Because of his size. He wasn't even on their draft boards as a consideration. Look, guys, he's small. Okay, he's not nearly even Russell Wilson's size. Russell Wilson is very thick. He's about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches even taller than Kyler Murray. And there's a feeling that Kyler Murray is injury prone. I think this is it. I think this is interesting. My cat just jumped up here. That this could be it for the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. I truly believe that. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.